And Bernadette having a good look at the action of the forthcoming start. Z aside, deciding that it's not the right time to go in. Racing this time, Switchery didn't jump well, and the same for Jern Calo. And Course Cotton, one of the smartest out, headed by the favourite Palm Flyer. Fly High and Z aside, not far back with Granny Ken. And making ground quickly along the inside, Distinctive Dancer, and Switchery's trying to go with it. And then Royal Masterpiece. And a good margin away next in the run is Danny Dancer, followed over on the inside by Thunder Win. And last of all, Jern Calo. 500 out and Palm Flyer zipped away. Granny Can's run off the track. Distinctive Dancer to second. So the favourite and second favourite running first and second around the corner. Royal Masterpiece third from Switchery, Granny Can. Fly High and then Danny Dancer, and Course Cotton's dropped off, but Palm Flyer extends down to the 250. Palm Flyer 2.5 Distinctive Dancer and 3 to Royal Masterpiece, and Z aside has made up many lengths, but Palm Flyer, as the rider pulls the whip on her, I refer to Jimmy Cassidy, is in no danger of defeat. And in the Harry Lawton colours, Palm Flyer coasts to the line to win it easily from Distinctive Dancer. Third, Royal Masterpiece, then Z aside, Danny Dancer, followed by Thunder Win, Fly High, Course Cotton, Granny Can, and then Jern Calo, and last to complete the course, Switchery. Ran them off their legs. Number 6, Palm Flyer, Jimmy Cassidy, for Gay Waterhouse, and is by Flying Spur from Palm Beach Babe, raced by Mrs. V.L. Smith, Ms. S. Estefan, S. Chong, R. Weiss, J. Newman, Ms. M. Forsberg, Dr. A. Gorter, and Mr. C. Rule. 2-year-old Chestnut filly on the Tab Limited in New South Wales, $2.90 a win, $1.50 for the place. The second and the third numbers, number 1 will be second, Distinctive Dancer, $1.40, and third will go to number 5, Royal Masterpiece, which will pay $3.50. Those numbers are official: 615, Quinella, $4.80, Exacta, $9.90, and the trifecta, $70.90. 58.28 was the time, and that will be a new course record. Not many races, of course, have been run as yet on the new track over the 1,000 metres.
Minor D, 31 and 5, 12 grand esteem, 11 and 2, 13 ready to roar, 76 and 13. Favourite 1, Wham Bam, 150, 120. Tip 1, 4, 12.
Too, although Irish Janty didn't have any speed in the early point. First out on the inside, Ulrico. Irish Janty picking up pace now, and further out is Count Grove with Grey Region, and further back on the inside when they settle down, Ulrico, followed by Joffa Gem. The outside, Windigo, and Zarovic about 3 out. Along the back and pushing up on the inside here, the Mookster went through to lead from Count Grave. Show No Motion pushing up in the middle. A length Grey Region, followed by Irish Janty, and then came Zarovic, Joffa Gem, then Ulrico and Windigo, but they're bunched up. On the inside, the Mookster at the 400, a length in front. Count Grave very wide. Show No Motion back in the middle. 2 lengths further back in the race, then came up to 4th. Now would have been Ulrico before the turn. It's running on. The Mookster straightened a length and a half. Ulrico, Show No Emotion. Count Grove under pressure. Windigo out deep, but in the straight. On the inside, the Mookster in front. But the stablemate's got it, though, Ulrico. And then Windigo, and further back, Joffa Gem. But Ulrico took the lead close to home from on the inside, the Mookster. And Joffa Gem and Ulrico won by just over a length. It's tight for second. Joffa Gem are on the inside, the Mookster, and then Windigo 4th. A gap, Show No Emotion, Count Grove. They didn't come on. Further back, then Zarovic, a gap, then to Grey Region. Irish Janty near the tail.
Winner 2, Ulrico. V Hall, 962.40. The Miners, 8 Joffa Gem, 320. Number 4, the Mookster at $2.20.
2 Ulrico.
Correct weight at Victoria Park, 412.6. Correct weight Devonport, 653.
And picked up the Mookster, and Ulrico's come on to win. It's number 8, second after the print, number 8, Joffa Gem. And third placing to number 4, the Mookster. So the numbers on the opening race are 2, 8 and 4, 2, 8 and 4, number 2, Ulrico. Vincent Hall, number 2, in 60.3, 60.3. Sectionals of 47, 36.2, 24.7 and 12.7. 2,
Ulrico, 962.48. Joffa Gem, 325. The Mookster, 220. Quinella, 49.10. Exacta $139. 284 trifecta is $780.10. In race 2, number 3 Hit is favourite, 261.50. Hot.
Press the same and they're off. And a little slowly into stride, Magic Tumbler. Tycoon Jester from a wide alley easing back. Great race for the early lead. Crown High just has it from Range Hill. Larbird wider out and deeper still is through, followed by Counter Force and then Model Wife, followed by Lodgent. Happens racing about a horse off the fence and a little worse than midfield. 2 lengths to Futurama around Transmit. Second last Tycoon Jester and Magic Tumbler's last. Onto the side they travel and through wide out. Just leads from Range Hill. Crown High 3/4 between them. 2 lengths to Larbird on the inside of Counter Force at the 800. Length and a half to Lodgent and then Model Wife, followed 3/4 further away Happens. 2 lengths Tycoon Jester. Transmit over on the rails. Futurama next to last and Magic Tumbler's last. 550 left to go. These 2 leaders have sprinted clear. Range Hill about a neck on through. 3 or 4 lengths Counter Force and Crown High. A length the Model Wife and then Happens as they swing into the home straight. 400 left to go. And Range Hill the inside. A half length to get on through. A length to Happens, starting to warm up quickly. Model Wife and Tycoon Jester's looking a decided threat out in the middle. At the 200 marker and Tycoon Jester swept to the front. Happens can do no better and the others headed there on the inside by Crown High. But the further they go, the further Tycoon Jester races right away. And Tycoon Jester walks in. Happens second, another second for her. Third on the inside, Lodgent from Transmit, Model Wife, Futurama, Range Hill through Crown High. Magic Tumbler, Counter Force. At a distant last was Larbird. So Bede Murray has trained first and last. Gee, that was a win. He's always promised a lot, and he delivered at Nara on the 9th of April, and don't we often see it? Once a horse breaks through for his or her first win, they can quickly follow it up, and Spurred On is a classic case in point, one of Gay's. Number 2, the winner here, Tycoon Jester, Bede Murray, Justin Sheehan, the Universal Prince duo, $682. Number 1 Happens second, 5 starts, 4 seconds, has paid $130, and number 5 Lodgent, Corey Brown third, $320. Quinella and other information to come up shortly. It's 215, the winner, raced by T.W. Hogan, R.L. Spargo, P.M. Milne, and of course Mr. Hogan in Universal Prince, by Last Tycoon from Torres Jester, bred by Mr. Earl Wright and ridden by Justin Sheehan.
Correct weight Brisbane, 5:11.1, delay with Tates.
Tate, ready now. Racing.
Set to run, signal. 7 runners off. Out in a reasonable line too. Near the inside, one of the first out, Archbishop from Hit quickly picking up ground and heading up towards the front. Princess to Hare behind those, followed by Little Miss Quick and further out Frangelica. A little prominent today, a length and a half to 2 further back Foxborough, and last of all 2 lengths to Hot Beat. Around the first turn, Archbishop 3/4 to Hit. A length further back Little Miss Quick and Frangelica goes up 4th on the outside of Princess to Hare. They drop the speed in front and she's caught a little wide Frangelica. 2 lengths further back is Hot Beat, and last of all a length on the inside at the 1,000-metre mark is Foxborough. Along the back, and Hit let go with a big sprint. Whipped to the front now, Hit, and took it up by 2.5 now to the Archbishop. A length and a half for Angelica third. 4th is Little Miss Quick from Princess to Hare, 5th the middle. 2 lengths for the back, Hot Beat, and on the inside, Foxborough. Off the turn at the 800-metre mark, and on the inside, the leader is Hit nearly a length in front of Archbishop. A half for Angelica, she's third. A length for the back, Little Miss Quick from Princess to Hare. Hot Beat moving to the outside, and last but peeling out very deep and making ground now, Foxborough. Coming to the 550-metre mark, Hit about a half in front of Frangelica and Hot Beat, and on the outside now, Foxborough putting in a run. Further back, Archbishop and Princess to Hare at the 400-metre mark, and out in the middle, Frangelica going up to Hit, who's starting to paddle on the inside. Hot Beat further out from Archbishop, and then Foxborough, Princess to Hare. Frangelica first for home, a half in front of on the outside, Hot Beat. Frangelica on the inside at the 180. Found a bit though, moved a length in front. On the outside, Hot Beat having another dip, and then Princess to Hare. Frangelica under pressure but finding, and Frangelica wins just over a length. Hot Beat second, a length away third, Princess to Hare. A gap in the race further back then. Foxborough from Archbishop, a long gap, Little Miss Quick. And after leading up, tailed off here is Hit.
8 Frangelica, Kieran McAvoy around 370, 190. 4 Hot Beat, 250. No third, 10 Princess to Hare.
Strong here, Frangelica sitting wide most of the way. She found a bit under pressure in the straight to come away. Number 8, Frangelica. Number 8. 8 is in the frame here. Frangelica from number 4, second Hot Beat. So the fillies 1, 2, and Princess to Hare makes it a trifecta. The fillies number 10 for third. 8, 4 and 10, sat 3 wide most of the way. Went up to a Hit who had the fence well before the turn, and Hot Beat was then outside Frangelica. Hot Beat got within about a neck of the leader halfway up the running, but she found a bit, ran up to the good run at Caulfield recently, and Frangelica, fighting in the straight by snippets, came on to win and win well. Yeah, she ran to that good run at...
All right, and a slight delay with Toads due to...
And Oz Dance was the smartest out, commencing very quickly Migration, and the same for Imposing Waltz, followed by a length and a half away next Speedy Spice, and then at the head of the others on the outside is Aeronic as they settle fully into stride from Life Goes On, Torlina. Queen of the Desert is last onto the first corner, and Migration a clear-cut leader now. 3/4 of a length on Imposing Waltz, 2 lengths to Speedy Spice, a length to Oz Dance, 1.5 then to Aeronic. About 2 lengths further back in the field is Torlina, racing over on the inside of Life Goes On, and about a 2 lengths margin off to Queen of the Deserts. They work along the side of the track and come down past the 700, and Migration is the leader as they string out now. Migration's break on a nearest rival Imposing Waltz is about a length and a half, and 2.5 to Oz Dance on the inside of Speedy Spice, a couple to Aeronic. Wider Life Goes On, Torlina hugging the fence, and last is Queen of the Desert as they round the corner, and Migration swings 3/4 to a length clear on Imposing Waltz with Oz Dance the inside, and then Speedy Spice, Aeronic, and Life Goes On is taken to the extreme outside to put in her charge as they come to the 250. Migration taken on very quickly by Life Goes On, and Life Goes On swooping down the outskirts of the all-weather track, hits the front from Migration, Oz Dance and Aeronic, and this is a breeze for Life Goes On. Life Goes On toys with them to beat Migration and Aeronic, and then Oz Dance followed by Torlina in company with Queen of the Desert, Imposing Waltz, and Speedy Spice was last to complete the course. Number 4, Life Goes On, ridden by Corey Brown, has won it easily. And Life Goes On is going to pay around 350 and 150 in race 3. She's by night shift from Lanisa, trained by Max Lees for the Ruane Menangle Syndicate, managed by Mr. John Baxter. Playmare 4, Life Goes On, Corey Brown in the saddle. Second will go to number 7, Migration. She'll pay $1.40, and the third to number 8, and that's Aeronic, and her dividend will be approximately $1.60. Those numbers are now official. 4, 7, 8, Life Goes On, Migration and Aeronic, waiting on the official 4th. Back in just a moment with more from headquarters.
And they're on the way to the boxes for Sandown. Let's look at...
Totes on the previous, 3 La Sil Cab, 11, 10, 290,
$1.50.
And Yama to complete the line, and they'll be ready to go. Ready for race 4. First leg of the quadrilla. Racing out pretty well too. An orchestrated Mystic Morse beat out Sedation from Old Man, and behind those Majestic Avenue, further out Never Dull. Yama back in the field, and Oregon Sealer's back about second last. Settling down, Orchestrator went through to lead, a length and a half to Mystic Morse. A length further back, Never Dull went up third. Around Old Man, Sedation the fence, 2 lengths further back, Yama. They're followed by Majestic Avenue, and last of all, the outside of it, Oregon Seal. Good even clip into the back of the 1150 metre mark, and the leader is Orchestrated. 2.5 to Mystic Morse, a length further back, Never Dull third. 2 to Sedation fourth, a half Old Man on the outside fifth. 2 lengths further back in the race, Yama on the outside of Oregon Seal, and 1 Majestic Avenue. 950 out along the back, and Orchestrated a good 2.5 in front. From in second placing the grey Mystic Morse, 3/4 further back, Never Dull third. 2 further back on the inside, Sedation fourth, a half the outside of it. Fifth is Old Man, about 2 then to Yama. Oregon Seal the fence, and a length and a half to Majestic Avenue. Up at the school at the 600 metre mark, and it's Orchestrated about 3/4 in front. Never Dull out 3 deep, and back in the middle is Mystic Morse. Mystic Morse now second, Never Dull third, 2 to Old Man, Sedation, and then further back Yama. Around at Majestic Avenue, and last of all Oregon Seal. 400 to go, Orchestrated over a length in front of Mystic Morse, put under pressure. 3/4 further back in the race, then Never Dull. Yama now peeling out deep, and then Sedation, Oregon Seal. Up to the bend, 300 to go, Orchestrated 3/4 in front of Mystic Morse. A length into Yama, running on well. Orchestrated being tackled by Yama. Mystic Morse is under pressure, but Yama picked them up in a couple of bounds, and away he goes from Orchestrated and Mystic Morse, and Yama revelling in the ground is bolting away to win by about 3 lengths. Yama a good 3 on the line, Orchestrated, a length and a half, Mystic Morse third. A gap, Oregon Seal, Never Dull, Sedation, Old Man, and Majestic Avenue last of all.
1 Yama in Rawilla around 470, 170, 7 Orchestrated, 230, 6 Mystic Morse, $1.40.
Easy win here to Yama. Got back, the last crack at them, joined in. Point of the turn, he quickly got up to Orchestrated. Mystic Morse was starting to struggle. 1 Yama, number 1, ridden by Nash Rawilla. 7 is second, Orchestrated, Karen McAvoy. And third, number 6, Mystic Morse, 176. Officially fourth, number 8, Oregon Seal. 176 hit a race number 3 today, 1, 7 and 6.
Paid to 350, 150, 7 Migration, 148, Aaronic 160, first 4, 274 even, Quinella 540, Exacta 1070, Trifecta 3660. Through the stalls, there's one here I'll tell you about in a moment. 2 Tycoon Jester won the second, and 6 Palm Flyer took the first of the day. Now Blazing Prince broke through the stalls, went down the track only about 100 metres before quickly being reined up, and is coming back now with one of the clerks of the course. Beautifully bred horse by Chief Crown out of that former top race mare Heat of the Moment, Blazing Prince. So we've got Boot Hose and the Blazing Prince to lock in, and we'll be set and see action. They're off. Jumped at a good line too. Boot Hose wide out. Jetworks got out quickly, and so too did Cape Howe. And here's the Migration at Aspen Star booting through, and not far away is Aussie with Forever Harvest, and then comes De France. And a length further back, Lord Kandahar and El Enigma settling down. Aspen Star rushes through along the inside to lead the way from the Migration. Cape Howe third. Then Aussie followed by Jetworks, Forever Harvest, De France, and Skywards. Boot Hose is exceptionally wide from that alley. Then El Enigma, Lord Kandahar, Blazing Prince, and last of all is King of Rhythm. The big field runs around the corner. Aspen Star, a clear-cut leader. Aussie's worked into second. Posse. De France is third, sticking to the rails, and then wider Cape Howe, El Enigma, Forever Harvest. A gap to Jetworks and Skywards. Aussie. Beedman hasn't moved on him. He swept to Aspen Star on the inside, De France, and then Cape Howe and El Enigma. Now Beedman gets really into action on Aussie. Aspen Star is fighting on, but Aussie's got his measure, and Aussie comes away to beat Aspen Star and De France. Fourth in was Cape Howe, then El Enigma, Lord Kandahar, Boot Hose, Skywards, Forever Harvest, King of Rhythm, Jetworks, Blazing Prince, and a long gap to the Ignatian at the tail of the field. Number 3, Aussie, 460, 190 from 6 Aspen Star, 290, 1 De France, $2. Darren Beedman riding Aussie for Alan Denham and the owner and breeder, Mr. B.R. Smith, by Dan Zero from Lady Gilgil, a Bay Colt 3, and running the time of 1:04.29. Those numbers to be confirmed. Gee, B.R. Smith, owner Mr. B.R. Smith, that brings back memories of one of the great all-time jumping jockeys many years ago in Melbourne, B.R. Smith. They're loading them at Sandown for the Greyhounds. I can tell you here, the Quinella 21 even, Exacta 39.50, extra double 18.70, and other side of other descriptions. Back to the headquarters we come.
Correct way, Brisbane on 10.56.
Ready to run.
7 Murphy's Law. Quinella 17.30, Exacta $33, 187 Trifecta, $160. Whilst race 4, 159, Full Tan, $362, Kinky Miss 210, Celesto number 9, 630, Quinella 780, Exacta 20.50, 159 Trifecta, $269.70.
Updating the market for the next event from Sandown Greyhounds. Number 1, Noble Bob, 221.40 favourite.
Ready for the St. Leger. Light on, couple of bit fractious, Cocorico, Jones. Settle, stalls back racing. Sophie's Rule a little bit tardy off the mark, and Rum out towards the centre, didn't have much speed. Barrelet Jones away quickly. Going forward also is Secret Eagle in the early point with Doubtful Direction, followed by Roadhouse Blues. Coca Rio and further back Basileos on the outside, Us and Macca. A length further back in the race, and on the first turn is Destined for Fame. Silver Banjo got up on the inside, 2 further back, Club Girl from Big Pat, Sophie's Rule. Albazoo, and last of all settling in the St. Leger would have been Rum. The leader here is Doubtful Direction, taking it up into the straight with just inside 2,000 to go. Doubtful Direction went out about 2.5 lengths in front. Coming down the straight now. In second placing is Jones, 3/4 Barrelet third. 1 further back in the race, Secret Eagle, who's moving up on the outside of Roadhouse Blues. Then came Silver Banjo inside Cocorico. Us and Macca out 3 deep, a length and a half. Basileos back running about 9th out of the straight. 2 lengths further back behind it as they go out of the straight would have been Destined for Fame. A length Sophie's Rule, Big Pat 3 deep. Club Girl the middle, 3 or 4 further back. Then Albazoo, they're stringing right out. And 4 lengths to Rum last of all down the side. And the leader over on the inside is Doubtful Direction by a length and a half. Second placing in the race as they go down the back is Jones, about 2 lengths further back Barrelay. 2 further back in the race then. Moving up in the centre is Secret Eagle, followed by Us and Macca a little deep. Roadhouse Blues on the fence. A length further back Cocorico, Silver Banjo the inside. A length and a half Vasileus just off midfield. They're followed the inside by Club Girl. Back behind those destined for fame, Sophie's Rule, a length into Big Pat. 2 to Our Bijou and 3 last of all Rum. Going down the back, they've gone to the 1,000-metre mark, and the leader on the inside, Doubtful Direction. Barrelay going up to put pressure on it. A length and a half for the back, Jones third. 2 lengths for the back, Us and Macca. Tasmanian now to fourth, followed for the back in the middle by Secret Eagle. Roadhouse Blues, Vasileus moving forward around Cocorico, 1 to Silver Banjo. For the back, Club Girl. They're followed at the head of the others by Big Pat as they come up the side. Our Bijou pulled out very deep back in the middle, destined for fame. Sophie's Rule and 2 lengths, last of all Rum. 700 metres to go. Barrelay in front. Vasileus travelling up on the outside. Back in the middle, Jones, a length and a half for the back. Club Girl the fourth. Then Us and Macca from Big Pat, who's making a run further back in the race. Silver Banjo the fence. Look, the main players. Barrelay in front. Vasileus 400 to go after it. A length and a half, Jones, and 2 further back. Big Pat running on late. Before the turn, 350 out in the leader, Barrelay. A length in front of Jones, who's plugging on. Vasileus under pressure, and Big Pat. Big Pat winding up quickly, 200 to go. Barrelay in front. Big Pat down the centre from Jones and Silver Banjo late. Big Pat out in the middle, hit the lead in the St Ledger. Drew away from Barrelay. Jones with a late run is Rum down the middle from Silver Banjo, but Big Pat a length and a half, Rum from last. A neck third, Silver Banjo, then Barrelay, Jones. Vasileus didn't finish off. A gap in the race, Us and Macca. Then Our Bijou. Further back then came Doubtful Direction. Club Girl, followed by Sophie's Rule, Cocorico, Roadhouse Blues, well back Secret Eagle, and last of all is Destined for Fame.
Set to go. Ready. Racing Noble Bob on the inside. Dwelled at the start away fast.
Aussie. Ready for the El Alamein, race 5. And they're off. And the early leader is Maloose, narrowly from Millie May. St Georgina up hunting for the front spot, and Altiro's right there. Scalar Heights is not far away, and right out of sight is burning around the outside as Lorelei hunts up on the inner. As they sort themselves out, and right out of sight goes to the lead, about 3/4 on the favourite Altiro, St Georgina third. Lorelei settles fourth inside Scalar Heights, and then Millie May getting back on the inside of Maloose. Then Sermon Lane, 2 or 3 lengths to Red Baroness, a length the Quick Sticks. They work out at the back straight here, and the leader clearly is right out of sight. About 2.5 on Altiro, a length. The St Georgina, Lorelei fourth. Then Scalar Heights, 1 to Millie May, the rider in the club's colours over Maloose, and a couple Sermon Lane. A length the Red Baroness, and nearly 2 lengths to Quick Sticks. This is the order. Along to the 700, and it's right out of sight. Trained at Gosford. A length and 3/4 clear on the hot pot Altiro from St Georgina, the grey around Lorelei. Off the fence next is Millie May, her outside taken by Scalar Heights, and wider still Maloose. 2 lengths to Sermon Lane, similar margin to Red Baroness, and a length the Quick Sticks. Around the corner they travel, and right out of sight, taken on in earnest by Altiro, who draws level and soon after hits the lead. Maloose wide out is putting in her run from St Georgina's Scalar Heights, and Lorelei's immediately under pressure, but Altiro's doing it well, and she accelerated past the 200, and Altiro put 3 lengths Sermon Lane wide out Maloose, and then right out of sight, it's Altiro about 50 to go in front, running on Sermon Lane, but it's all Altiro, and Altiro beat Sermon Lane and Maloose from right out of sight, and then a good go between 3 for the next position, and they were Lorelei, St Georgina and Scalar Heights from Red Baroness, and Millie May and Quick Sticks, Absolute. Number 3, Altiro was a little too good. Sermon Lane got home well, didn't shirk a task at all in the straight, but the Kashani filly has scored. Number 3, Altiro, written by Brian York, winning double for Gay Waterhouse, and has paid $2 even at $1.20. By Kashani from Tempesto, raced by the Chloros Syndicate, managed by Mr. George Chloros, a 3-year-old chestnut filly. No numbers up at the moment. 3 will be the winner. Second will be number 6, Sermon Lane, Darryl McClellan, for Hawkesbury trainer Gary White. And it's returned $2.50, and number 1 is third, Maloose, ridden by Rod Quinn for John Hawkes, has paid $1.50. 3.61 official, fourth to come after race number 5 on the programme. Time for the event was 1:33.55. Okay, so Altero has won her second race. She wanted to debut at Ellerslie back in July of last year. She's only had the 3 Australian starts, and she's been able to crack it this afternoon. Okay.
It was Major Ego with Hula Swing, but it's Barrow. Barrow has scored. Give it to Major Ego second. Toss up for third. There were Good Idea also. Laritza and Hula Swing were close up.
Jamestown is starting to push forward when they settle down from Tri-City. Just behind those Sworn to Secrecy, Tar Bob around Impey, a length Stanley Road. Then Macabeo from Malfunction back to second last and Foramore last of all. Jamestown in front up to the top turn, 2,200 to go. Led about a half length, 2 on the outside, Tar Bob, a length and a half further back. Third on the inside, Tri-City, and the Red Dimple's gone up fourth, a length into Stoneley Road. Outside it, Sworn to Secrecy running sixth, a length and a half then. 2 Impey from Macabeo, Foramore and Malfunction back last. In the straight, 18.50 to go. Jamestown well off the fence in front from Tar Bob. Third on the inside, Tri-City. A length and a half, the Red Dimple. A length and a half then on the inside, Stoneley Road from Sworn to Secrecy, followed by Impey. Foramore got up on the inside of it at the 1,700 metre mark. And then Malfunction and Macabeo on the outside of it. Turning down with about 1,650 metres to go to the Dean Street side, and Jamestown on top today, nearly a length to Tar Bob. A couple of old-timers out in front, running 1-2. Third on the inside, Tri-City. A length then to the Kiwi, the outside, the Red Dimple fourth. A length and a half, Stoneley Road. 2 then to Sworn to Secrecy. Foramore the inside, then came Impey, followed by Malfunction, a length last of all, Macabeo. 14.50 out, Jamestown dictating today. Nearly a length in front from Tar Bob, and third on the inside, Tri-City. The Red Dimples had a pretty good run, fourth off the fence. Stoneley Road fifth from Foramore. Sworn to Secrecy on the outside of it. A length into Malfunction, 3/4 then to Impey, 2 to Macabeo last of all. Along the back, no change in the order, 11.50 out. And the leader is Jamestown, nearly a length in front of Tar Bob. Tri-City still third, fourth the outside, the Red Dimple. Then Foramore, Stoneley Road, the fence from Sworn to Secrecy. Malfunction pushing up in the middle. Impey a little wide, and Macabeo taken deep last of all. Off the 8.50 turn, Jamestown well off the fence, about a length in front from moving up Tri-City, the fence from Tar Bob. The Red Dimple taken to the centre now by Preble. Impey behind it, Macabeo deep back in the middle, Malfunction. Then came Sworn to Secrecy, Stoneley Road, Foramore at the 600 metre mark, and Jamestown a half in front of the Red Dimple and Malfunction the middle. Macabeo out in the centre of the track has got up to fourth, running on. Dropping out Tri-City, Sworn to Secrecy. Impey is battling only from Foramore. Malfunction gets up to Jamestown, a length the Red Dimple is under pressure. Then Macabeo from Sworn to Secrecy. Malfunction on the outside, and old Jamestown kicking back when they turn. The Red Dimple's battling on third. They go to the 200. Malfunction a length in front of Jamestown. The Red Dimple picking up and running home well. Then Macabeo. Malfunction in front. The Red Dimple's got it. Heavily back, the Red Dimple took the lead from Malfunction. And Jamestown, the Red Dimple in front, getting tired, but he's hung on. The Red Dimple, the neck on the line, Malfunction. Third's pretty tight. It's Jamestown or Macabeo out in the middle. A gap, Stoneley Road, followed by Sworn to Secrecy, Foramore. Tri-City, a long gap to Impey, and with him is Tar Bob.
Number 3, 590, 210, B Preble. Number 1, 210, Fado. Number 4, Malfunction, second, $2. Fado third, between 1 and 2. Bathurst, 7-11-2. Moving up Sandown, correct weight Victoria Park, 6-13-3. Correct weight Devonport, 1-6-3.
At Bathurst, race 5, 7 Barrows, 610, 180, 11 Major Ego, 910, 2 Laritza third, 270, Quinella $261, Exacta $188.50, the 711-2 trifecta, $4,231, and it was 1 by 1 3/4, 119.31.
Straight to the lead, the favourite, and lead about 3 lengths early. From wide out there is Riverdale Lass, and over near the inside there is Hurricane.
This starter has the button, and they're off. The favourite Cheverny jumps sweetly from the inside, commencing nicely Space Age with Bowood Forest and Beau Zaffa. Xantra, Lawyer and Dashing Scene are all not far away. Royal Integrity wide out, followed by Vitronite, and Padfoot Charlie immediately drops to the rear. They work to the back of the track now, and Cheverny shows the way about a length or so on Xantra. Bowood Forest third inside of Dashing Scene, a length to Space Age, Beau Zaffa, and then comes Lawyer. 1 to Padfoot Charlie, Vitronite second last, and Royal Integrity.